Hello, everyone. Merry Christmas. We're here for some Christmas flops against Z Fontana. We open, he 3-bets, and we're going to fold. Watching some NFL football, if you call it that, between the Kansas City Chiefs and their third-string quarterback and the Denver Broncos. Not going well thus far for Kansas City. Much like it's not going so well for me, as I'm stuck $1.40. We have the Jack and the 4 offsuit. We're going to raise to $5. We have the Jack High flush draw. And a straight draw working for us here. Getting a continuation bet with a quarter-sized pot. And we're going to call when he leads. Hoping to turn a straight, a diamond, or a pair of jacks. Now he's going to bet a little bit less because he's already been called once and his hand's probably not very good. He checks and we're going to bet $16. 2/3. River runs out. Not super ideal for us, as the 7 will be a good portion of his donking range. So we're going to see what he does here. If he checks, I don't think he ever has like a 7. We're going to do something mean. We're going to bet 10% pot. And he folds, and we don't even have to show our hand. Perhaps the naked ace of diamonds finding itself into the donk bet category there on that hand. Ezekiel sits down, unfamiliar with his style of play. We flop bottom pair, good kicker. 3-way, I will be continue betting this. If this were heads up, I think I'd be checking back. And make the players define their hands in some way. Would also be betting my gut shots here. My 8-9s, as well as anything ace-jack or better. Possibly checking back the ace-9s and the ace-5s, things of that nature. And we raise and take it. I wonder how long it'll take me to bust both of these guys. We do know Z Fontana from previous videos is an action player, hard to read, certainly a wild card, as I like to call him. Wondering if everyone had a good Christmas or how the games have been today. I'm just now kind of getting on for the first time. We're going to fold the 3 and the 8 offsuit. Did watch some football today, which was lovely. Jahmyr Gibbs put up 6.4 fantasy points. And this is the fantasy football final game, which I do have a few teams that are still alive. One of them had Jahmyr Gibbs, so not a positive start. We flopped nothing here. We will be checking back, barreling turn aces, 10s, kings, and we'll be folding this. Ezekiel keeping Z Fontana honest with the call. 2/3 again. Too rich for Mr. Ezekiel's blood. We have the 5 and the 2 suited. I've yet to see Mr. Ezekiel do anything on the aggressive side. We'll assume he's possibly related to repentance, perhaps roommates from Nebraska, both living their knit life. Would like this a lot more if there was a club on the flop, and I think if Ezekiel comes along, we're probably done. However, we're going to call 1 here to perhaps keep him honest. And we turn a 9, and we check. The question here is, what does he do with a hand like 8-10. And we'll check. And we're going to block bet this, actually. We're just going to bet $2. We don't want to call a $10 bet, so we just bet 2. If he raises here, our suspicions will be heightened that he's picked up on us not having a very strong hand and perhaps trying to bluff off of our equity. And we would consider a call, depending on the sizing. This Thursday night football game on Prime is fairly boring. Bo Nix keeps throwing to little Jordan Humphreys, which is... Did he intercept that? No, sir. I don't know what's going on here. All right, well, the pot here is escalating quickly with Z Fontana and the constant bet button. Tip Top, welcome to the table, sir. We flop top pair on a monotone board. Appropriate sizing here is going to be somewhere in the $4 to $5 range. C-bet would consider the Z Fontana donk bets because he's donk bet quite a bit. That being said, against this particular opponent, we're going to size up a little bit, assuming our sizing doesn't directly cause problems with his defense range, although we'll never know. That was intercepted. Wow. And we have the king and the 9 suited. And there's nothing anyone likes more than this little bad beat story. Everyone limps in for $2. We're going to make it $18. Z Fontana calls. We do flop top pair. Should have no problem getting all the money in. We start with a ridiculously small C-bet. And we take it down, which is nice for when we don't have top pair. We make a ridiculously small C-bet and opponents fold. We have the 4-6 suited, hoping Tip Top lets us see a flop for cheap and doesn't make it $18 like we did in the previous hand. We flop nothing, and we'll be checking and hitting the full check button and reading the chat. And see, where I have some empathy for Tip Top, Mr. Ezekiel says, trapped ya. This type of verbiage makes me think that maybe he is not Repentance's brother from Nebraska, but somewhere from the Midwest, maybe Minnesota. Trapped ya just seems like a Minnesota thing to say. Travis Kelce's out there catching passes. And Ezekiel wins a hand. Well done, sir. We have the ace and 4 of clubs. We'll be making a raise. Sizing up a little bit. Z Fontana comes with the sizable 3-bet. We didn't come here to fold, so we're going to call, and we'll be going with any straight draw, flush draw, or pair on this flop. We will not be calling this $55, near $56 all in. If he checks, I suppose we can put him all in, but no check. And we check fold. Perhaps fighting to live another day, to play another hand. 6-7, as the kids say, raising hand here. This is where I say Z Fontana is just such a wild card. It's just a very aggressive style of poker. We do flop the gut shot, which will allow us to try to make a continuation bet of $10, hopefully buying position off of Mr. Tip Top, to where we can just be all in or over betting turns here. $10 is the price of poker, sirs. We do buy position. We do turn a pair of sevens, making us not need to bluff as much. So I think we'll be checking this back, hoping to improve. When we don't, we're hoping that he just has a hand like with a 4 or pocket 5, something of that nature. Maybe the random ace. We're going to check back and expect to win about 25% of the time. And maybe 25% was a little low. Mr. Wildcard shows the Queen 3 off. With the Queen 9 suited here, we're looking to play a hand with Mr. Ezekiel. Well, he doesn't even call. Wow. It is Repentant's twin brother. 9-5 off, we'll just hit the muck. Videos I'm making are getting some traction, actually. Without even posting them in Discord. Last video got 10 views, which, listen, it doesn't sound like much, but it's not bad. We're up to 197 views on our channel. 3 more views. And we hit the 200 mark. That certainly seems like a fair fight between these two gentlemen. The Queens and the Ace King. Yes, as Mr. Tip Top says, the classic flip. My question would be, would Ace Kings versus Jacks be also a classic flip? Would Ace Jack versus Pocket Nines be a classic flip? I don't have the answer to these as we hold here with our King and the 10. I think we go with this hand if we get 3-bet here by Fontana, having lost with such a premium hand like Ace King suited, and then getting it in with another premium, the 3-9 suited, losing twice in a row. One would think that maybe he's tilting. Is 10 Jack suited versus pocket 5s a classic flip? Where does the classic flip end? Curious to you guys' thoughts on this. We have the King and the 8 offsuit here. Fontana limps in, and we're going to see a flop. We flopped the toppest of pairs. We're going to bet it. Ezekiel leads. He's going to see a large raise go his way. Not really fearing a $37 stack at a 1-2 game. And it looks like it's going to go fold. No, Mr. Ezekiel wanting to give action. Can he beat the King and the 8? Because he's never folding here. Oh, yes. He wants to run it 3 times. How about GFYS, sir? Nice hand. And we are dead on the turn. Well played, sir. And a true trap has been set by Mr. Ezekiel. Are we on tilt? Maybe. Mr. Big Balls. Not buying in full, obviously, wanting to preserve his effective stack, starting at $199 instead of $200. My suspicion is Mr. Balls has studied a lot of 99.5 big blind charts and It's just much more comfortable in the 99.5 big blind charts than the full 100 big blind charts that so many are accustomed to. But this could just be conjecture on my part. I don't know the answer, to be honest. We do have 1, 2, 3 red, 2 blacks. No, we haven't talked about the black and red yet, but one, two, three, 3. So this is going to be a no bet, no matter what comes out on the river. The edge is too small for my likings. Although you could argue if the hand shows down, and now we're at 4-3. So if Fontana happened to show 2 black cards, now you're at 6-3, and the edge is a lot, but it's just the timing for me is difficult. Yeah, 4-3, 5-4. We're not really liking that. So with the Queen-6 offsuit, Big Balls does top up to the $200 mark. So maybe he is comfortable with 100 big blinds in his stack. I don't know. Obviously, I'm playing a little bit deeper here. 100 blinds against Fontana and Big Balls, and Ezekiel and Tails playing the shorter stacks. Assuming Ezekiel studied a lot of short stacks and is just really comfortable with his 3-bet, jamming ranges off of 30 bigs and something like that. That's my thought process. At least why I think he's buying in short. I wonder if Mr. Balls will continue to play me heads up. It'll be interesting this week. I'll probably post a challenge in Discord and see if anyone wants to hop in and play. Get some free analyzation from Busy. You can get my thought process on your game. Pretty invaluable. Ace-8 off here. We're going to see a turn for free. We don't flop anything. We don't have a diamond. We don't turn anything. Interesting here. I'm going to call bullshit on this. The picked up turn diamond seems like the most probable. And when he bets big on the river, he calls pocket 4s. Okay, it's an interesting turn bet, but yes, also makes a little bit of sense. My previous playing with Tails is that he is certainly not one to make a lot of folds, meaning harder for me to bluff him. Mr. Tip Top back. Ace-8 to the muck. Jack-8 offsuit here. We're going to go ahead and raise this up. Tails folds and Big Balls. If he 3-bets, will be in the $24 range. Oh, was I right? Do I know anything about poker? No, probably just a wild guess. What? What's going on here? I'm assuming there's just some random variation in these names. Mr. Ezekiel raises a limper. We make a small 3-bet here. Mr. Tip Top goes all in. Do we call? Do we fold? Do we run the random number generator? Looks like we probably hit the call button here. Yeah, let's go ahead and call. And whenever we slow roll, this is, oh my goodness gracious. I was going to say, it's almost never going to be good. He busts Ezekiel, which feels good. Unprovoked, he's thrown some emojis at me. Seven five offsuit. Into the muck. How does that happen, he wants to know? Queen, queen. What was it that he said? Oh. Trapped ya, you Minnesotan. We have the 10 and the 9 suited here. It's a pretty little hand to have. We're going to fight back here with a 3-bet. And we get called out as quickly as we can get called. We do flop the 3est of kind, which does feel good whenever you 3-bet. I'm going to make a small turn continuation bet, trying to set up what will be a wonderful river jam. We stick it in here, although we don't love it, but we're never folding, so here we are. And he has the king and the 8. We're going to run it twice since we are friendly with Mr. Fontana. That one's not going to get it done. Neither is that, sir. Good game. Would be nice if we could get on here and win $800 in 30 minutes. Make that post, see how many people watch that. I'm guessing still not as many people as the people that have viewed our post on how to lose $800 in 30 minutes. Sparty and Tails, Sparty and everyone seem to be fighting with each other. This is a little much for me to actually even look at. A lot of emotes being thrown around this table. Just flinging them around. And there's a poker hand going on here where we would have turned the second gizzards with a full house. Now Mr. Ezekiel probably doesn't even bet an ace. Yeah, see, he's betting a 6 there. Knit bag. And we have action here, boys. We have a 3, 6, 8-handed table here on SoPo. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Christmas night. Tip Top, once again out of the game. Fontana a little short for me to 3-bet him with here. Although ace-5 is plenty of hand in which to 3-bet the projected opening range of Mr. Fontana. Obviously, Ezekiel didn't have pocket 10s or a 7 in his hand. Probably folded like pocket queens or jacks there, assuming that his opponent already had beat. Sparty finds the raise, and Fontana quickly 3-bets behind. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 hearts here. We have something working. We're at a 4 to 2 right now. Red to black. Another red card comes out. Yes, and we will be betting. We will be betting black, as we do have a statistical advantage. UTG Skyler is sitting down. New name. We have the 5 and the 6 offsuit. Gonna go ahead and find a fold here. Standard stats for me: 53, 42. Aggression factor nearly 5. No flop. Very sad. Six two. Gonna hit the muck. UTG. What do we think that stands for? Unleash the gamble. Yeah, I think Unleash the Gamble Skyler is telling us a little bit about himself with that acronym. Fontana finds himself all in. Action still behind with a couple of deep steps. SPR. Approaching the 1.0. 3 red. And the 10 and the 9 is going to take it down. Looks like Jack 3 was not the best hand. Mr. Fontana, again, wild card. Would have loved to see him win this. Cameron P., new player. Hello. Welcome. Welcome to the table. He loves to see it. Let's see if Unleash the Gamble Skyler will live up to his name. That's an open raise to 21. Yes, we are believing that UTG Skyler will live up to his name. Check, and anything less than pot here will be disappointing for Unleash the Gamble Skyler. I suppose $30 would be acceptable. Yes, yes. Shove it down his throat, Skyler. Gag on it, Ezekiel. Oh, no. Skyler. And Ezekiel leaves that dollar behind just in case he needs to have some bluff equity here. And UTG Skyler just stones him in this hand. What a hand. Ezekiel, massive fish. Huge underdog. Well played, sir. Well played. Skyler's having the best day ever. I wonder why Skyler's having the best day ever. Here we have Bunch of betting, a bunch of calling, just wild poker. TBH. These two fighting like cats and dogs. Tails and Sparty. Sonic and Knuckles. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 black cards. We will be betting red. Can we get it in? We think we got it in. We think we got it in good. We need red on this flop. We're going to call here. Sorry, we thought we did. And we're 4 away to the flop where we lost the flop prediction. No, blanket, no. We've been on such a roll, but, you know, with the 60-40 edge that we have there. I'll actually get the chart out. You can understand the edge exactly, what it is. Did not have time to do the numbers on that flop. Wasn't paying attention. LOL True says, unleash the gamble. Sparty opens 10. We're going to go ahead and fold. Tight is right, boys. Tight is right. And that's what we're playing right now. And the ace-4 takes it down. You do notice the large open sizing with a hand that one might consider from early position may not be an open, the ace and the 4 offsuit, but whenever you're going to flop an ace, you can get it done. Watched about 5 minutes of a basketball game today. I haven't watched any basketball. Kind of not into basketball as much this season. Did see some Knicks and Cavs a little bit before the football game came on today at noon. And I did see that Oklahoma City was playing San Antonio, and San Antonio has beat Oklahoma City 2 of their 3 losses. Okay, see? Wow. San Antonio beat Oklahoma City again. Oklahoma City's 26-5, and 3 of their losses have come via the San Antonio Spurs. Wembanyama, 19 points. Is he in foul trouble? Or was this game a blowout? Oklahoma is down 9 at halftime. 16 after 3, so maybe his minutes were truncated because of that. I don't know. 29 points for De'Aaron Fox. On the Thunder side of things, looks like 22 points for Shea. Not a lot else. 117, 102. All right, back to the game, guys. Sorry. Meanwhile, Kansas City is up 7-3 in this football game. In a game where Vegas had their implied total of 11.5. Just saw a Believe banner in Denver where the person had a Tim Tebow picture up. There's Cortland Sutton making a catch. Do have R.J. Harvey on a team that would be pretty nice to get a big game out of him in a championship where we're projected to win 64% of the time. So I look and I see Brock Bowers is out. It's the last game I'm in the championship. And for whatever reason, this league allows you to pick up as many tight ends as you want. So I picked up 6 tight ends and put them on my bench, and he got stuck with Mike Gesicki, who projects for about 6 points this week. You guys think that is cool, not cool? I mean, it's legal. Is it ethical? What do you guys think? So we have Michael Mayer, Darren Waller, Taylor, Barner, Parkinson, Chig, George Kittle. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tight ends on our team. And we dropped TJ Hawkinson too. I think Hawkinson didn't do a whole lot today. I did see that there was like a net passing game for the quarterback for Minnesota of 3 yards. Is that a possible thing? $84. Tails all in, and fake tails. Will he call? I can see that the L in tails. Ooh. Oh, tough call there, Tails. How do you make that call? Slow roll that ass. I like it. King 5 suited under the gun. Certainly not a raise, but we're going to raise. Oh, I swear you were trying to slow roll. We're going to go ahead and bet small here. We get it through one, and Knitbag here, Ezekiel, guessing he raises me with like sets, top 2 pair. Not bottom 2 pair, definitely. He's too nitty for that. Hammered RN and wasn't trying to see any hands beat me. Somebody flung some poop at me. I wasn't paying attention, but got the whiff and heard the flies. Let's see. Big balls. Not making any hands. Cameron on the nittier side. Unleash the gamble. Spraying around. I don't know what Ezekiel's doing with his life. But I've got my VPIP down to 45, playing a tight, aggressive style. RJ Harvey seems to be doing some work, up to 6 full PPR points. We're going to play one more orbit. We're committed here. Even though I'm feeling a little tired, but we're going to give it a go. A little too much turducken today on Christmas. What did you guys have to eat? Sparty opens to $10. We're just going to fold. I'm not playing for $10 with King 7 off. Ballsiest bluff I've ever seen. Skylar says, I'm the best. Are you the best, Skylar? You might be the best. Betting $2, both as a probe, cleaning up some equity here. We're going to check and call quickly here. I would suspect Cameron's going to have a hand like pocket fours a lot here. We just chop with some random deuce that he has. Oh, we win. I don't know what he could have had there to call, but we'll take the pot where we can get it. We're up $290. Real money. Cashed out within 24 hours here on SoPo. Really big fan of this site, by the way. Cash outs are quick. You can deposit with your credit card. Totally legal. KYCing their customers. Love the software. You won't find a nicer group of people to play with, even if they're really good at poker. We don't like this hand very much at all, although we do have the ace of clubs working for us. 11.25, take it down, sir. Very likely a bluff with that timing, but wish I would have seen this hand. They seem to be really spewing about some type of ballsy bluff. Sorry I missed that. This is not a call, but again, we're only playing a few hands and we're trying to record some good content, so we get it in there. Unleash the gamble, Skylar. Comes along in the big lines. Big blind starts with a check. My 10 probably good. Probably. Except me. Damn, everyone has a stack. It's going to be hard for either of these players to continue to a 1.5 C bet after checking pre-flop. We will be showing as they all fold. I'm complimenting you. Busy keeps bullying. Hey, Ezekiel, stop telling my secrets. King 10's probably the best hand there. I can tell you who would have called me Mr. Balls. He would have called me with ace 7. Unleash the gamble. Skylar informs us that he is actually a she. A chick. Respect, Miss Skylar. Respect. Beautiful hand here. Going to be calling. Don't really want to open it up and get 4-bet on by Z Fontana. I'll be calling any type of squeeze or 3-bet here as long as it's Ezekiel identifies as a dag. Not sure what a dag is, but apparently that's Ezekiel. We do flop a gut shot. We're going to start betting because we have a gut shot in the back door. Queen would give us a fairly nice looking straight as we block the ace and the 10. Don't really see getting it through 2 people here, so going to check this back. Maybe a little nitty, and definitely would be firing some here if this was heads up on the turn. I think tails is most likely holdings are the ace queen, ace 10 type of hands. Maybe not. Maybe it's just the full-blown flopped set. Certainly never give anyone a credit for a bluff if they don't show it. There was a hand earlier on where Repentance was claiming he had 5 deuce, but he limp re-raised and everyone kind of knew he had queens. Ooh, snatch reference. Dag. All right, Cameron. Let's see what you're up to, buddy. Let's start with the small C bet. We bluff so much that I just can't show it every time. Plus, probably had the best hand there. 2 more hands, gents. 2 more hands. The 3 and the 7 offsuit will not find its way into our playable hands. What are these guys talking about? My sister sometimes, but I feel like it's too informal for parents. Okay. Willette's attempting a field goal here for Denver as they bring the game to a 6-7 deficit with 19 seconds left in the first half. Appreciate everyone who's come by and subscribed, watched my content. Again, up to 197 views, 10 subscribers. Guys, we're close to monetizing in a big way, and I just want to say thank you for everyone that supported me. We have the jack and the 3. We intended to be done, and looks like we're not done. Looks like we're in the big blind, although I don't have the patience to play my orbit out. I might play one more hand. I don't know. Cameron with the raise and take it. Ace on the 9. All right, Sparty. I feel like I've watched you do this with ace-4, so problem with Sparty is I get 0 folds here. Especially with Fontana in the pots, we're going to call. Probably would have 3-bet Sparty, but like really small. We're going to take a flop, and we have ace-high. We drill the ace-high. And we're done with this hand. Going to play my button, my next hand. Honestly, last hand. No idea how long I've been playing for. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the content. Sparty with a check and Fontana leaving those 39 chips behind as a level. Hey Sparty, if you call this, all 39 are going in on the river. And we are going to get a playable hand. Shall we stack or get stacked on our last hand? Z Fontana. We'll have 0 folds here, so we just make it 15 tails. Beats us into the pot. Looking for a limp re-raise here by Fontana, in which case we could just stick it in and see what happens. Fontana makes the call where we flop a pair of twos. Feels like a Fontana lead here, but hopefully not. Make a, yeah. We're going to call one for the stream here. I mean, this can't be much of a hand, right? Like 8-9 is going to be like the best hand you can have here. Tails gets out of the way. Take it down, sir. Nice hand. Does not feel good. All right. Well, we're not going to quit until we see we have a bad hand. Yeah, we're going to keep playing until we can't play a hand, and then we're going to quit. Now we're close to full-blown tilt. We're going to make it $18. And it folds around to Fontana, who makes the call. And Ezekiel makes the call button where we flop ace high. We do have 2 backdoors working for us. We make a continuation bet, and we get snap called by Z Fontana. We turn the flushiest of flush draws. If we bet 40, well, now we're just going to call. And we river nothing. It's hard for him to not have me here. If he checks, I suppose we just put in $121. And we show the bluff. And we win one, guys. One for the good guys. And our stack is above $500. And we said we're playing until we can't play a hand. And now we have the 6-9 suited. So we're going to play, especially with Knitbag Loser Repentance from Nebraska. Probably unable to defend his dead post. Fontana should raise here, sizably, yes, predictably so. Not that we saw that coming, but sometimes we get lucky. Is he? This will be interesting. A very interesting hand. Merry Christmas from Nebraska. Repentance. Embracing. King 10, pocket aces. Here we go. Let's turn some equity. Come on, Z Fontana. Come on. We got this. Drawing dead on the first one.